I come to thee. Every hour of the day I need thee. Can I get somebody to sing it like that? Every hour of the day I need thee. Oh, bless me, my Savior. Come on, somebody. I come to thee. Oh, my Savior. To thee. Wow. Hi, Kings. Welcome to this episode of BT Light. I believe you've been enjoying yourself and life has been beautiful with you. Well, guess what? I've come to make it more beautiful. I don't mind my English. I decided to create mine after all. God created the world and all that's around us, so I decided to create my own English. I actually want to continue my Adekunle Gold new album series. I started this series on my own teachings, things I learned from his album, from the songs and tracks on this album. I tried to make teachings out of the ones that kind of inspired me and things like that. So I tried to drop this on one of the songs I like, and that is new album, because I believe money is one of the things God wants to use to make your life, my life, and the people around us more beautiful. Before I go far, I want you to understand that no one on earth can survive on his own. You can have dreams, you can have your passions, you can have your goals, you can have everything. But if you ain't got money around you, your life is just going to be too ugly. So like I said, I've decided to come and make your life more beautiful. Well, and those of you might be wondering what kind of English is the word beautiful. Don't mind me. Just listen, because actually I didn't come here to teach you English, because I'm not an English teacher. But I came to teach you tips on how to become a rich man, a rich woman, how to become the king that God has always wanted you to become. Yeah, you might be wondering, why is he talking about money? Well, I want to talk about money because God is a rich man. And since God is a rich man, he doesn't want the works of his hands to be broke or poor. So in case you're watching this video and you know that you were created by God, that is, if you know you're one of God's handiworks, and you don't want to live and die poor, I'd advise that you keep listening and keep watching. I won't waste your time. I'm just going to share with you a few points, like what is money, what money does to you, why you need money, how to get money, and how to grow in money. My first point, what is money? Money, I believe, is simply the reward you get after showing an asset, or after blessing someone. For instance, if you're a teacher, you're teaching in the classroom, and you're like, do you understand? And your students are saying, yes, ma. That's your own money. Notice I didn't say cash. I said money. I'm not talking about the paper or the currency notes. No, I'm talking about money here. Like I said, money is the reward you get after investing into an asset. I said money because most people make this mistake of the fact that money is the paper, money is the cash, and things like that. That mistake, I believe, is one of the biggest reasons why most people have been growing fat in poverty. It's one of the biggest reasons why most people's best friend is poverty. One of the reasons why most people's landlord is poverty. Find that people are complaining about the president of their nation and things like that. I don't have a problem with that if you're complaining about the president. I only have a problem with you who claims to be a citizen of God's kingdom. I am complaining about your president being broke, your president not doing what he needs to do. And I'm tempted to ask myself, who is your president? Is it God or the one who is living in, for Nigeria, for instance, our president lives in Aso Rock, or should I say their president lives in Aso Rock? So who is your president? If you know God is your president, then I think you shouldn't be among those who are complaining. Yeah. Because most of the people who have started going fat in poverty, which are Christians, have started having this belief that God wants them to just live an average life, which is not so. Jesus said in John 10:10 that he came that we might live and enjoy God's blessing in abundance. So I believe one of the reasons why God sent Jesus to us must be the fact that God got tired of seeing, his people, his kids, his handiworks living below expectation. I believe that's why I sent Jesus, whom I also believe is the richest, the biggest, and the best businessman that's ever existed on earth. So people might be saying, what of Solomon? Well, maybe if you keep on listening, you understand why I said Jesus is the richest and best businessman that ever existed. You might be wondering, okay, how come it means Jesus is being the richest and the best man? Well, ask yourself, how many rich men around us command money? You said Solomon is the richest man. No, I'm not arguing with you. But I want to ask you, was Solomon so rich that fishes were committing money for him? I believe your answer is no. Alright, Forbes keeps telling us that Bill Gates is the richest man on earth. Can someone just tell me how many times fishes have committed money for Bill Gates? My own Jesus fed people, 5,000 people, with 4 loaves of bread and 2 fishes. How many Bill Gates can do that? Dangote has this factory of his own. If Dangote is so rich, how come he can't just, make 1 or 2 products and feed the whole Nigeria, or should I say the whole Lagos state, with just maybe a pack of flour or one of his, I don't know if he does bread or so, but if you can just do the same magic Jesus did, then I also agree that, okay, Dangote is a rich man. But till then, since he can't do it, because you and I both know he can't do it, I think I'll still stick with my belief. Money is that thing that comes your way when you bless people with the talent and resources God has given you. Notice again, I didn't say cash, I didn't say paper. I said money is that thing that comes your way when you bless people with the talents and resources that God has given you. Now understand that it can come in form of joy, it can come in form of laughter, it can come in form of strength, it can come in form of cash. That's the paper. But please, I want you to understand that it's only God that can give you the reward. After all, it's God who gives you the talent and resources. So when you use that resource and talent to bless people, it's God that decides the kind of rewards that come your way. God can decide to, pay you with joy. For instance, a pastor who is teaching on the pulpit is adding value to people's life. The members are not paying him money for the teaching and everything he's preaching to them. But it's adding value, and it's also, once they apply the things he's teaching them and things like that, their lives are getting better. He's also receiving his word from God. He can receive it through joy, laughter, and things like that, like I said earlier. So I need to understand that yours is just to sow the seed and let God decide the rewards that will come your way. I read the best book, of course, you and I both know, is the Bible. Apostle Paul said something, said, I Paul sweat, Apollos watered, and God is the rewarder. So you can see the kind of mindset Paul had. Paul had this, mine is to sow, God is the rewarder. The one that Paul was able to say in Philippians chapter 4, that he is able to survive anywhere. He's not the kind of broke guy. He was even so confident, was in Philippians, that the main reason I'm telling you this is because I want you to be blessed, not because I want to gain something from you. So please understand 2 points. Money is not the cash, not the paper. It's the reward that you get after adding value to people's life. And secondly, I need to understand that God is the rewarder. It's one who decides the kind of rewards that you deserve. Next point, what money does to you. Money makes you a role model to people. I was reading the news, I think I was online, maybe Naira Land or so. Then, I don't know if you can still remember Morris record, they had the last with the Banjo and the Cole, Don Jazzy. They had this group pics together. And on that newspaper, they were like, that Morris group is kind of encouraging you to be lazy, not want to go to school anymore, but to become cultists and things like that. Well, I don't have a problem with the one who wrote the newspaper, but one question I'd like to ask the person who wrote that news is, if Moits were bunch of broke guys, would they write such news? You and I both know, you say no. The main thing that made people enter the newspaper is because they were rich, because they had enough cash on them. Which is why I'm saying money is something that makes you a role model to people. Money helps you achieve, that's the second point. Money helps you achieve your dreams and imaginations. As children, as young boys, you have this. When I grow up, I'm going to buy a car. When I grow up, I want to have a house here, a house. I'm going to have big companies and things like that. Look around you have people who had such dreams and imaginations as young kids. Today, some of them have never achieved a dream. Not talk of the dreams. Why? Because most of them are broke. So I believe one of the things money does to you when you have money is that it helps you achieve your dreams and your imagination. I was watching Richard Branson some time ago on YouTube, and this man had this private jet. I think skydiving was that thing called, where he had to fly down from the plane and things with a parachute. When they interviewed him, the man was kind of like, these were things he imagined. Why was he able to do that? Because he had money. If he was broke, he was by now thinking of a landlord that is paying rent. He wouldn't even be entering a plane. Not the talk of skydiving. But because he had the cash, he had the private jet of his own. That was why he could do that. So I need to understand that money is not a bad thing. Money is one of those things that helps you achieve your dreams and your imagination. Money makes people to love and respect you. That's my third point. If you doubt me, I want you to watch his channel. Those people you see on red carpet, those people you see people wanting to their autographs and co. People that want to snap selfies and things like that. You can never find a broke man there. Have you ever seen a poor man on the red carpet? Red carpet is for big people. Red carpet is for stars and rich stars, not broke stars. You can never see girls trying to say, hey, I want to have a selfie with you. You can't be broke and be wanting someone to have a selfie with you. It's not possible. You don't know why those people are having selfies with them. It's because they are rich. It's because they have money. So one thing you must understand, that once you get money comes into your life, once money becomes something that is associated with you, it demands this kind of respect for you. People just respect you. People just admire you. People just want to be like you. You can never see a small kid telling a poor man that I want to be like you when I grow up. It's not possible. But you always see them say, I want to be rich like you. Like when I was a kid, I used to tell myself, I want to be rich like Bill Gates. Of course, that was before I knew Jesus was the richest man anyway. I never wanted to be poor. And you that even watch, you yourself can testify that when you were young, you had rich people you wanted to be rich like. Or were you planning and dreaming to you saw one poor man on your street, you were like, oh, I want to be like you when I grow up. You and I both know that's a lie. So money makes people love and respect you. Money helps you conquer the world. When I mean conquer the world, I mean the problems that are around the world. Once you get money can help you conquer them. You see people starving in Africa. Most of the time they are showing CNN news and they're showing African kids. You find out that they're always showing broke children, people that have kwashiorkor, HIV, and all those stupid diseases. If this viewer gets money, you and I both know, when I'm talking about get money, I'm talking about having in abundance, in large quantity. You won't sit down and be thinking, what kind of child is this? You'll be thinking of solving the problem, helping them. I saw Rihanna the other day. She was in, I think, Rwanda also. She was helping in clearing some weeds and things like that. How was she able to do that? Because she had money. Why was she able to make the news? It's because she had money. A lot of people are clearing the bush. That thing the Rihanna was clearing. Why did they show them? Because they don't have money. Because their own money is not demanding respect for them. Because their own money is not demanding the love that money brings. Yes, if you have money, people will just love you. Even if you can't speak good English or you stammer, if you have money, people will just love and respect you. And it helps you conquer problems that arise in the world. Problems like lack of education, bad electricity, bad roads, and stuff like that. When you get money, it helps you conquer such problems. Then you yourself, that is conquering the world, money helps you to solve all your problems, whether it's medical problems, whether it's spiritual problems, whether it's material problems. Once you've got money, it helps you solve them. Now I've spoken about what money does to you. I think now I need to want to talk about why you need money. My first point is you need money so you can make the world around you better than how you met it. Like I said earlier, you need money so as to fulfill God's purpose for your life. God didn't send you to this earth to come and do some excursion or some tourism. He sent you to this world for a purpose. He sent you to this world to make one or two people or millions around your life better. So to achieve that, you need money. If God sent you to to have a breakthrough, God has sent you to solve the problem of hunger in the lives of some people. Now, if you don't have money, there's no way you're gonna achieve that. You even have a tool, not talk of having the bakery. So you see why you need money, because there's no way you achieve what God has assigned you to do on earth if you don't have the money. So they're one of those people that is like, what is so special about being itself? Those rich people are bad people. They are doing juju, they are doing this, they are doing that. I would advise you to stop having such beliefs and start talking about how you're going to have your own money, so you can start solving your own problems. So you can start, blessing those God wants you to bless. My third point, which I just spoke about, you need money so you can bless those God wants you to bless. You need money so you can heal those God wants you to heal. Alright, that's why I believe you need money. How to get money? Nowadays, even this morning, you see people sending, get money online. You make something $1 million if you join this site, if you click on this, if you click on that. Well, I used to believe such things, but nowadays I hardly believe it, because the person sending me the thing is not a millionaire, and he's telling me to click something and something that I'll become a millionaire. And I'm like, if it's really working, why haven't you had your own $1,000? What am I trying to point out? Trying to point out the fact that most people want to have money, but they don't know how to get the money. Most people just want to wake up one day and some dispatcher will just press their doorbell and come. Good morning, yes, I have this $1 million for you. My brother, deceive yourself. Money doesn't come through film trick. If you're one of those people that dreams and okay, in the dream you want something million, and you wake up and you're like, so now dream. I advise you to upgrade by continuing listening to me, of course. The first point I need to understand that to have money, you need to desire it. Stop this belief that money is the root of all evil. When you have money is this, when is that. No, that's bullshit. To get money, you need to desire it. You need to desire it. It must be something that you desire to have. Of course, that's after having God as your number one in your life. You need to desire to have money. You need to desire to be rich. You need to have that hunger within you that, yes, I want to be rich. Not just sitting there and believing for a miracle. So you need to have that desire within you. You need to have this determination that I'm not going to be poor, I'm going to be rich. You need to have that focus on how you're going to get the money. which of course comes after the desire and the determination. Then I need to discover yourself. What has God given you as a talent that can yield you money? You see musicians singing today and they're making money through it because why? They discovered themselves. Musicians now they sit down at home without singing for a whole year, but they can be paid royalty through YouTube. Why? Because they discovered the talent of music in them. So you that are watching, what is your own talent? You need to discover this talent. You need to build it, of course, through God's help. Discover your talent and discover also those that God has assigned you to bless your talents with. You are not sent to everybody. If you are a teacher, for instance, you are not sent to teach everybody. If you are a musician, you are not sent to sing for everybody. Even as a footballer, you are not going to be good in the sight of everybody. You need to discover those that God has assigned you to. Is that clear? That's the only way you can get the money, because it's when you have the right crowd that you can have the right cloud. People are praying for showers of blessing, but you're under the wrong cloud. How do you intend to have a shower of blessing under the wrong cloud? So you need to understand that the right crowd determines the kind of cloud that is over your head. So get to know the right crowd. Don't just wake up every day and say you want to do this, you want to do that. Let God lead you to the association, to the crowd that will bring you the money. Even Jesus said that he came to seek and save the lost. In other words, if you are not lost, Jesus doesn't have a business with you. There was a place in the Bible where some people were talking about I think they were like castigating Christ about why his disciples don't fast, why John the Baptist people fast, and Jesus was like, you that is well, you don't need a doctor. It's you that is sick that needs a doctor. Why? Because Jesus was successful because he knew the right crowd God has assigned him to, which is one of the reasons why he was rich. So, know your own crowd. Know your own crowd. For instance, maybe you're a musician, for instance. If your song is hip hop, those that are not hip hop fans, they are not part of the fans God has given you. So the day you go and sing in the midst of people who are Fuji fans, they will just be like, when is this guy going to come down from the stage? Because they are not part of the crowd God has given you. You need to understand that when God creates us, he has this crowd he gives us, he has predestined to be our own from heaven. It's not when you come to earth and are praying, oh Lord, give me fans, oh Lord, give me, no. As from the God gave you the talent, there are those he has already programmed something in them that, okay, when that guy starts singing, you are going to be one of his fans. When this one starts talking, you're going to be, it's just like a church. The one who God has predestined to be a member, maybe redeem. No matter how a Samalian of this type preaches from now to next year, that person will not be a fan or a lover of Sam, because God did not assign him to Sam. God did not predestine him for Sam. So you need to know those God has sent you to. Barbie, for instance, not everyone is going to be a fan of BT Light, because there are some people God has not assigned to be fans and students of BT Light. So no matter how Barbie talks, no matter how T sings, if you are not predestined by God to be our fan, to be our partner, you're just wasting our time. Like I said, I don't want to waste your time, so I just want you to know that if you want to get money, desire it, be determined, be focused, discover yourself, and once you discover your talent, let God help you get the right crowd. Because if you don't have the right crowd, the talent will just die and you yourself will end up frustrated. Then, how to have money? You need to ask God for money. Every good and perfect gift comes from God. It doesn't come from work. It comes from God. So you need to ask God for money. Now, I'm not asking you to now sit down. You can say, Bible says we should ask God for money. You sit down the whole day inside your room. Oh Lord, give me money. No, it doesn't work like that. Once you ask God for money, listen to Him and let Him be the one who says, okay, this is where you go, you can get the money there. This is where you go, you get the money there. Jesus, for instance, when he went to Peter's boat, Jesus was the one who said, Peter, throw your net here. Peter, throw your net. And when Peter did, which of course after he had toiled all night and was kind of frustrated and tired, that was how he got his own fishes. Why? Because Jesus was the one who led him. It's the same way with you. Once you ask God for money, let Him be the one to tell you. Wait until He tells you, okay, this is where you get the money. Not the one you wake up in the morning, okay, you ask God for money, and you're like, since God is not talking, let me go and do something. Maybe when I do it, God will bless me. Because people keep saying, the Bible says God will bless the work of my hands. Will bless the work of your hands. Why don't you just wait for the one who created the hands to lead you before you move? That way the blessing will come more faster and more stronger. So please, through God's help, be led. That's after asking Him for the money. Listen and let Him tell you where to go before you get the money. Elijah in the Bible was on his own. Of course, he was starving, he was hungry. It was God that led him to the widow of Zarephath. It was not Elijah that just woke up one day and say, "Oh, me prophet, I'm hungry, let me go and knock on somebody's door before I eat." No. Elijah must have asked God for food before God had told him, okay, there's one woman, she's a widow in Zarephath, I programmed her to feed you. Elijah was listening because Elijah had. So that was one reason why that man was not broke. So please, dear viewer, be led. Let God be the one. Don't just say, okay, because it's somehow falling. You see people playing Naira bets with 1,000 Naira and things like that. And I'm within myself, I'm like, if you can use 1,000 Naira to play Naira bets, why can't you just use that 1,000 Naira to get a book on how to become a millionaire? That's one of the ways God can lead you. So people don't invest their money on wisdom and things like that. They want fast cash, trying to play smarter than God. If you're one of them, dear viewer, I advise you to stop and be led. That time you're using to play and study the features and everything, why don't you just use it to be quiet and let God lead you and how to get your money? So that's it. How to get money, ask God for money. That's besides your determination and everything. You need to understand that if you receive your money from God, okay, my next point, how to grow your money. God, I believe, is not a one-way God. It's not a static God. It's a God that grows. That was why He said, be fruitful and multiply. So I need to understand that if you have received your money from God, that money God has given you, He has not given you that money for you to just hold on to it for years. If God gives you $1 million today, God's desire within Himself is that, okay, today is Sunday, I give you this 1 million today. Before Friday, God wants that 1 million to be 100 million. So God has this desire for us to grow. If you listen to one of the stories of Jesus, He talked about some guys, one was given 5 talents, one was given 3 talents, one was given, I think 1 talent. This guy grew. These guys grew them. And the one that was given 5, by the time the boss came back, he already had 10. The one that was given 3, by the time the boss came back, he had already multiplied it. But the Mr. Man that had 1, I guess out of ignorance, he had to go and bury his own. Which is the same thing most people are doing now. They are not growing the money God has given them. Maybe before they were fasting, oh Lord, bless me, anything stopping from getting the trade, and God has finally killed it. And He has now blessed them with money, but now they are the one who is killing themselves because they are not growing. And God is asking Himself, what are you waiting for? Don't you want to grow? So I need to understand that God wants you to grow. The part of the just is that the shining light that shines brighter and brighter till the perfect day. Now you might be wondering, okay, if God wants me to grow, what are the things God will want me to do? What are the things God might lead me to do? Number 1, I need to understand that God Himself said that people perish because of lack of knowledge. So you need to get knowledge on how money grows. You can attend seminars, you can read books that deal with finances and other money making conferences. But like I said, be led. Let the one who created your legs be the one who is leading you. It's not just a matter of confession that the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Since you are a sheep, let God be your shepherd. Don't just be the shepherd and the sheep all together. No. So be led. Let God be the one who is leading you on the seminars you attend, on the books, because there are some seminars you can attend where they will tell you one or two things. Man, they might just be tricking you. There are some satanic books you can read that won't look satanic to you, where they might be talking about to grow your money. That's what I'm saying. Let God be the one that decides the book you read. So you don't read books that you read and you get possessed by some devils that kind of like possesses you and misleads you on how to waste your money. The conferences you are attending, let it be God. Let the things you are saying in the conference be something that is tied to the scriptures, not tied to the world. Let the ideas be something that comes from God. The ideas that are telling you in the conference, let it be something that has backup in the word of God. So let God be the one to lead you. Then another thing I believe God can ask you to do is to be an investor into assets. Yeah. God wants you to spend your money on things that will help you grow. He doesn't want you to just spend it on things that will make you remain poor and broke. You have millions today. Instead of you to spend it on valuable things that will yield you more money, maybe on some real estate stuff, some stocks, some bonds and things like that, you are spending it on carrying the best strippers in the world. You are spending it on buying drugs and things like that. It won't grow like that. So I advise you to spend money on assets. You might be asking, what is asset? Asset is just simply anything you spend your money on that brings in more money for you. If I buy maybe data, for instance, of 1,000 naira, by the time I invest that 1,000 naira, the data I bought on maybe from Airtel, for instance, they give me 3.5 gig. By the time I invest that assets on things like how to be a millionaire, of course, videos that God leads you to watch. That way, I'm investing on assets. I'm growing. It won't bring the paper immediately, but intellectually, I'm growing. By the time God now give me the seed to sow, I already have the ideas and everything in my head. So by the time I sow, I get to have more money. That way, I get to gain more than the 1,000 I invested to buy data. That way I've shown into an asset. Same applies to you. Before you invest your money on something, ask yourself, is this an asset? This money I'm investing on this thing, is it going to make me, if I'm putting 1,000 on this thing, am I going to get more than this 1,000 back? You understand? So you need to be an asset investor. Be someone who invests on asset. Now, don't say because you're investing on asset that you now povertize yourself. Don't say because, okay, I want to save money, I want to invest in an asset, then you now become so sickly, you don't enjoy yourself, you don't feed yourself, you don't clothe yourself well. That's not how God wants you to live. The Bible says God wants us to enjoy all things that has freely given unto us. So you need to invest wisely into assets that God asks you to invest in. Don't just say because somebody said they are doing one business somewhere, oh, it's an asset, if I put my money in this thing, my money will increase. No. Is it God that has me to give? Is it God that has me to invest into such contributions? I fell prey of such deal sometime last year. So one I trusted as a friend came my way and was like, if you do this thing, today now they ran away with my money. So I don't want you to make the same mistakes. So I want you to be late. Don't say because you want your money, okay, I have 100,000 account. Before December, I want to have 1 million. Okay, let me show you. By the time you become broke, God will just be looking at you. And even though he's looking at you, he might not talk, but at the end of it, he's going to ask you, what did you do with the money I gave to you? So if you don't want to be like that, Mr. Soa, you want to bury his seed. Because it's not until you put the money in the ground that you buried it. Once you're just showing in things that are not profitable, you start burying your own seeds. So invest wisely through God's help. Then I also need you to know that one of the ways you can grow in money besides getting knowledge, besides being an asset investor, you have to be a giver. God's kingdom The way you operate in his kingdom is not the same way the world operates in their own kingdom. The book of Proverbs, even Solomon himself said it, that there is the one that scattered it, the one that increased it. There is the one that withhold it, and that one dies in poverty. So, if you know you don't want to die in poverty, you have to be someone who is a giver. Even Jesus himself said with his mouth, that it's more blessed to give than to receive. Don't be the kind of person that is asking. No, you can't increase like that. Maybe if you get money from the devil, or maybe through your 5 senses, you can be doing that. But if you know that, okay, this money I have is God that has given me, then you must be ready to be a giver. I think that this woman in the days of Jesus, who had this expensive oil, and she poured it on Jesus' feet, and she was using her hair to wash the feet. Then the disciples of Jesus were like, wow, this thing costs really much. I think it was Judas that was like, this woman need to wash the master's feet. It's a thing we can sell and make some money. But listen to what Jesus said there. Jesus was like, this woman has done this. And from that day when Jesus said it till date, Jesus was like, forever her name will be known. Why? Because she was a giver. But I can tell you, if she had that money to do fine girl, nobody will know. And I'm very certain that besides the fact that Jesus said people will not forget her, there must have been special blessings that came with that woman watching Jesus with that perf. What am I trying to point out? I'm trying to tell you something, that once you are given through God's leadership, you will get more than what you gave. That's very certain. I can remember I shared this testimony some time ago, where I bought this. I think I bought this football boot last year, and whenever I wore the boot, I didn't really look smart in it like that. I wore it for like 2 or 3 times before I felt kind of led to give it out. At first, I was like, come on, how can you expect me to give this boot out? I've not even worn it up to a month. But the urge to give it out was just there. So I finally gave it out to a teammate of mine. Funny enough, after that teammate of mine also wore it for 1 or 2 weeks, he also gave it out. And I was like, God, I gave this one boot and I give another person. And the spirit was kind of like, I thought you have given him. Man, once you give him, no more your own now. So it's not your business. Can you believe after some few months I gave that one boot? A boss, one of my bosses in Ireland, called me and was like, hello, right now I'm in a sports shop and I want to buy this boot for you. I was like, whoa. And I bought my own boot for 5,000 naira. That's in Nigerian currency. I don't know how much he bought it in Ireland. The boot he bought for me, by the time I changed to Nigerian currency, is almost 30,000. So you can imagine, I gave out a boot of 5,000 and he bought a boot of almost 30,000 for me. Besides buying that same boot, he still went to sports shop again and was like, I want to buy another boot for you, but this one I've seen they don't look alike and things like that. And he was like, is that how they do it in the companies now? I said, yes, that's how they do it now. He also bought that one. That one, by the time I changed to Nigerian currency, it was 35,000. So you can imagine I gave out a boot of 5,000 and today I have boot of 65,000 in my house. What am I trying to point out? If God asks you to give, like I said, be led before you give. Don't just give. Don't say because this one bring one problem you solve. This one bring another problem you solve. Then you have turned yourself to Almighty. Giving without God leading you to give. Then tomorrow you get broke and you're like complaining, God, I'm a giver now. Why am I broke like this? Forgetting that it's not even God that asks you to give the things you're giving. You have turned yourself to one Mr. El Shaddai. For not knowing that very soon, instead of becoming El Shaddai, you become a Shaddai. Because you were not led. So be led before you give. Don't just give for giving's sake. Don't just give because you want them to feel, oh, he's a very nice man. He's very kind. No. If you don't feel led to give, don't give. Let them abuse you. Remember, you always confess, the Lord is my shepherd. So if the shepherd is not directing you as the sheep to give, don't give. Let them call you stingy. Let them call you wicked, whatever. Whatever they say or call you is not what God is calling you. You're the righteousness of God, and God has already told you, you're a chosen generation. You're a special nation to Him. You're a royal priesthood to Him. Those are things that you need to listen to, not when they call you, you stingy, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. No. Be led before you give, so that when the rewards come, it can come with blessing. I'm not talking of any sister blessing, I'm talking of blessings from God. So be a giver, be led. Alright, remember that be led by God. I want to give and bless people that God wants you to bless. Bless with the money God has given you. So that is so, because God's going to ask you to what you want, what you do with the money. And if God asks you to bless someone and you didn't bless the person, by the time that person begins to suffer, God is going to question you. So once God asks you to give someone, don't waste time. Just be a giver and cooperate with God. Like I said, I won't waste your time, and I'm actually coming to the concluding part. Well, that's all for today for now. I believe with these few points of mine, you are ready to enjoy the money God has given you and is also bringing your way. Because, this is my, like I said, Adekunle Gold series. I had in that song, it titled Money. I like that song. Where it was like, money, it was telling God to bless him that he won't misbehave. Well, dear reader, guess what? Bible doesn't want you to misbehave when God decides to bless you or increase you. That's why I decided to make this video for you. Of course, I did it through God's help and leadership. I guess God led me to do this because it's about to increase viewers and fans of BT Light. So I'll just advise you cooperate and get ready for the big blessings coming your way. Then lastly, I want you to understand that if you are not one of God's people, God won't give you his money. God doesn't like wastage. When Jesus fed the 5,000 and co on after the 3 days and the month, after feeding of the bread and fishes, Jesus told the disciples, boys, the remaining 12 baskets, take them home. Jesus did not say, okay, point away. No. That's a sign for you that God himself doesn't waste. He's not a wasteful God. So, if you are not connected to God, God will not give you anything. So I will advise you to upgrade. You have not been a child for a while, and you have been broke. So why don't you just upgrade to his family, since he's the richest person on earth? You can imagine if I'm the child of Bill Gates, I'm rich automatically now. I don't need to work. Why? Because my dad has got the money. Now imagine if you are now a child of God, someone who created heaven, created earth, and still had enough money to create humans. You can imagine how many humans are in Nigeria alone. He had the money to create them and still feed them. That shows you he's very rich. So I advise you to become his child. So, because once you become one of his kids, God will automatically give you money. And God's money is not the money that comes with stress. It comes with peace and it comes with comfort. So if you want to upgrade and become one of God's kids, I advise you to just say this prayer with me. Dear God, thank you for this opportunity to know that you are a rich God, and that when I make you my father, I will become a rich child and a God like you and Jesus Christ. Therefore today, Father, I say, Lord, take charge of my life. Help me to be your child. Help me to know you more. Help me to love you more. And Father, let Jesus be the Lord of my life. Thank you, Father, for I believe you've answered my prayer. And I'm now your child. Please help me to be a good child in Jesus' name. I love you, Father. Welcome to God's family. That's not prayer. I love you, Father. That's the end of the prayer. So I'm like, welcome to God's family. I congratulate you. And I'm also one of your brothers. And I would love to let you know that you can, now that I'm God's child, I'm here to help you grow. I'm here to help you feed you and things like that. But so you need to keep on listening to BT Lights and stuff like that. Like I said, God is a rich God. You're now a kid, you're now a rich kid. Don't look at the things around you. Don't look at the pain, the poverty, the brokenness, and people here, their debts and this and that. You don't need that. Just enjoy God's family. Thanks for watching. BT loves you.